Hello everyone and welcome to this week's watch list preview. I'm going to add a little bit to it. This week's list is actually a little bit on the bigger side, and I'm going to do a quick review of some general indexes. So let's take a look here, and those will be done on the fly. So I haven't prepared this ahead of time, so you'll kind of see exactly how I see it real time. So this week I have everything actually to the downside. Nothing really looks good to the upside. Microsoft, Tesla, Twitter, JD, QCOM, and BIDU. There are a couple others, but they had earnings this week, so I left them off. But let's take a look at Microsoft. Take a look at Microsoft weekly. We had an inside week with a shooter, so we're looking for a break below 271.27. Target 1 is going to be the low of this candle here, which is 270 even. Target 2 is going to be the low of this candle here at 266.19. Target 3 is going to be the low of this candle at 257.92. Now you can continue on down. Low of this candle's 254.42, 249.81, 243, and so on. You can continue on down. That's what I'm looking at for Microsoft. Tesla. Tesla's been a little bit erratic lately. It tried to rally here, and it did rally quite a bit actually, and then it fell apart again. I think this kind of coincided with the whole Twitter thing. I guess the Tesla shareholders weren't happy about the whole Twitter deal when he announced he was going to be CEO. But anyway, inside shooter. So looking for a break below 843.11, and target 1 is going to be here at 821.70. Target 2, I forgot to label this one. T2 inside week down. So target 2 is here at 756.04, and target 3 is down here at $700 even. So that's what we're looking at for Tesla. Now it's little brother, I guess you'd call it now, Twitter. Twitter has a nice gap here. So we'll look and see if we can fill that. But we have an inside. It's not a shooter. It's a green candle. It's inside. This may go to the upside, but we'll have to see. If it does go to the upside, we'll be looking for a break above, and I'll go ahead and put it in here. Inside week up. Change that to white. 51.21. So I'm going to put an alert here. Create alert above 51.21. Inside week up. I forgot to copy that when I did it earlier. Copy. And then we're going to look at this for target. So we're going to do edit properties. T1 paste. Edit properties. T2 paste. And then after that, you'll be looking at here, then here. So we'll just go with those for now, but I'm going to go ahead and add this in here. So like I said, you can kind of see real time how I do this. Twitter, I'll put it above this one. Twitter above 51.21. T1 equals 52.29. T2 equals 54.57. So that's what we're looking at for the upside. To the downside, a break below 48.34. Target 1 is down here at, come on now, 44.36. Then that enters a gap. and then the gap fill would be 40.96 for target 2. Target 3 is 38.30. Target 4 is 36.64, and target 5 is 32.48. So that's what we're looking at for Twitter. JD. JD, we have an inside candle, not real pretty. We have earnings coming up on the 17th, so we have this whole week plus a couple days of the following week. And so we're looking for a break below 55.45. Target 1 is going to be here at $50.59. Target 2 is way down here at 41.56. So that's what we're looking at for JD. QCOM, kind of the same thing, inside shooter. Looking for a break below 137.88. Target 1 is going to be 130.66, low of this candle. Target 2 is going to be back here at the low of this candle at 130.51. Target 3 is the low of this candle at 128.24. Target 4 is down here at 122.17. BIDU, same thing, inside shooter. Looking for a break below 110.30. Target 1 is going to be this candle here at 110.72, which will also trigger the inside month down. If you look at the monthly chart, you can see I had this labeled for inside month down. So if we hit target 1, that triggers the inside month down, which sets up our targets. You'll go back and watch the video for the monthly review or preview. So target 2 is going to be down here at 102.18. So that's what we're looking at on BIDU. Now, if you go back and look at my video for the monthly, you can see my levels for the inside month down, and you can take those. What do we have here? Trying to find. It's target 2 for inside week down. Trying to find the targets here for the month. So inside month down, target 1 was here. Trying to get on it. Inside week down. Inside month down, 101.51 is a target 1 for inside month down. That's actually target 2 for inside month down. Trying to, yeah, it's not letting me because I can't zoom in any further. But if you go back and look at the video for the monthly, you'll see what I have for targets there. Target 3 is for inside month down is here at 90.94, and you go back. So that's what I'm looking at for there. So let's take a look at some other stuff. I'm going to open this and let's pull up, where's it at? XLE. Actually, XLE on the week, we're still booming. Energy's really going. We don't have an actionable signal on the weekly, but if you look at the daily, or there's no actionable signal on the daily either, unless if tomorrow we have an inside day and then break above that inside day for Tuesday, or inside day and a break below it, something like that. That would be an actionable signal. So that's XLE. Go back to the weekly. Just trying to figure out. Should have wrote these down actually. XLF financial. XLF, and you can see here that the different symbols that make up that sector. Kind of a doji here, 2 down doji on XLF on the financial sector, Could go either way. Could go to the upside or the downside. XLF, XLI, industrials. That's Boeing, Caterpillar, Honeywell, UPS. XLI, kind of the same thing. More of a spinning top than it is a doji. 2 down. So again, could go either direction. Probably more likely to go down than it is up. XLI. XLK is the tech sector. So let's look at XLK. Another kind of a shooter here, 2 down. At some point you got to start thinking about exhaustion risk, or at least a dead cat bounce. We had an outside candle here in the tech sector for this week. It's been dropping. I mean, it's cut quite a bit in the last few weeks. We've had five down weeks in a row. At some point, you got to think about a dead cat bounce. So if you do get into something like this, you need an actionable signal to get in. And right now, they're not really seeing anything. If you look at the daily, maybe you could find something on the daily. Break above this would be an actionable signal. A break below this would not be an actionable signal because it's just a 2 down continuation. So you'd have to look for either an inside or maybe a break to the upside, and then break that to the downside, a 2-2 reversal. So that's what you'd be looking for there. XLK, XLP. That's the, I'm not even sure what XLP is. I forget now. Costco, I forget what they call it, but it's the consumer. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, Walmart, Costco. It's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. Again, same thing here. 2 down, nothing actionable on this. You come down to the daily, might be able to find something actionable. Break above this would be an actionable for a reversal. Looks like it's kind of stuck in this range here, about a $2 range. So you may want to, be mindful of that. XLP, XLU, utilities, XLU. Utilities might be primed for a bounce here. Hammer candle following 3 down weeks in a row. This is actually an inside, and then we broke the inside candle to the downside. So this isn't a 2 down, but it was still a red candle. So we had two downs in a row that followed an inside down day. So we got a little bit of a hammer candle going here on the weekly now. So look at the daily. It's trying. So let's see what it does. We might be able to get some kind of, if we break above 72.51, that would be a 2-2 reversal on a weekly. So that would be an actionable signal to the upside. So that's something to keep an eye on. The symbols that make that up is Dominion, Duke, and Southern Energy. So you can take a look and see what this might do if we do break above that. And XLU, XLV is healthcare. XLV, kind of the same thing we're seeing on a lot of things. Got a spinning top here, 2 down. The only thing we'd see actionable is a break to the upside. If we break the downside, that's not actionable. If we break the upside, that would be an actionable reversal. So keep an eye on that. Not that it's close to breaking it, but if we had a hammer candle here or something, I'd be paying a lot more attention to it. Being a spinning top / doji, not super excited about it. XLY, I think that's transport. No, it's not. It's Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, McDonald's. I haven't looked at these for a while, so I kind of forgot what they were. Again, on the weekly, nothing actionable to the downside. The only thing that would be actionable would be at the upside for this week, and it's not looking like it's ready to bounce, but you never know. Just something to keep in mind. Take a look at SPY. SPY on the weekly, very similar. Not really a doji, but not really a shooter, kind of in between. Either way, not a pretty looking candle. It's an outside candle, it looks like. 429.64, yeah, outside candle. Barely broke to the upside, and then we reversed back down and broke to the downside. So got an outside candle going there. Which direction it'll go, who knows? If it breaks to the downside, I'd be looking at playing more of the micro stuff. Micro meaning, something in a 30 or 60 minute time frame. I'm not going to play based on the weekly chart, but we have the weekly in force for us if it continues to the downside. Qs, same thing. Very similar looking candle, very similar looking chart. What I do like is, and I mentioned this in the video Friday, we're getting close to the bottom of this broadening formation. This broadening formation started here, almost touched here and here, did touch here, and got real close to touching here. So I'd be looking at right around the 301 mark, and we'll see what we can do there. We might bounce from there. We may even bounce from where we're at now. It's hard to say. But if we do go to the downside, if we break this low, I'd look for some support around a 301, 300 to 301, or 301 to 302 mark. Look for support right in there. Let's see if we get a bounce. If we go back to the SPY again real quick, similar here. The weekly broadening formation started actually way back here. We touched here, almost touched here. We touched here, almost touched here. So, if we look at this one, we're looking at closer to 399.50-ish to touch, and see if we can get that reversal now. This being a weekly broadening formation, it has a little bit more strength than, say, a 15-minute or 30-minute. A little bit more meaning behind it. So we may come down, when we came down and touched it here, we had a nice big bounce. We touched it here. We bounced off of it. Touched it here, bounced. Almost touched it here, we bounced. So if we come down, and maybe this is close enough for it to get that bounce, but I'm going to look for us to pull back a little bit further, get closer to that 400 mark, and then bounce. So that's what I'm looking at for this week. Thanks for watching. I'll try to start including some of this, some of these index reviews just briefly, just to kind of get an idea on what to kind of expect from the market for the week. So again, thanks for watching. See you guys later. And if you like what I'm doing here, give me a thumbs up or put it in the comments and let me know, if you like the fact that I'm adding the indexes in here and giving a brief summarization of them. So again, thanks for watching. See you guys later, and have a good week this week. Bye.